Alright, in this video we're going to talk about the tournées potatoes that you can see over here. Now, tournées potatoes in French is translated into basically turning or to turn the potato because of the action that you carve and you kind of turn and you make that action of turning the potato. That's why it's called like this. Now, an easy way to remember about these tournées potatoes is basically to know that there is three sizes. Okay, you got the small, medium and large. That's the easy way to remember it. Don't get too technical with the tourné potato stuff. It sounds very fancy, but it's very simple. So there's three appellations. Mainly, the small one is called the pomme cocotte, which mean basically the potatoes that are used in a stew pot or a casserole. Cocotte means a casserole or a stew pan or a stock pot. The medium one is the pomme vapeur or pomme à l'anglaise, which mean literally steamed potatoes. So they're only used for steaming and boiling. The third one is the pomme château, which is the largest of them all. And they're used as a roasting potatoes that you blanch and roast in the oven. The translation of the pomme château means basically the manor house potato, but it's nothing to do with the casserole. It's just because it's usually served with a piece of meat which is called the Chateaubriand in France, and hence the name the pomme château are the potatoes you serve with that piece of meat. That's why it's called like that. But most of all, for you to remember this three size, the small one, they're gonna be also blanched and pan fried or roasted in the oven. The large one, exactly the same technique, and the medium size are just for boiling. Alright, when it comes to the technique on how to cut them, we're gonna look at the demonstration just after that. And you can apply the same technique to any size of potato. The pomme cocotte here can be used with potatoes, it can be done with carrots, and it can be done with turnips. So that's good to know. Now let's look at the demonstration. And now for the demonstration, today we're making the pomme château, which is the largest size and also the most easier to work with. Now, first thing to remember, when you buy your potato, make sure you know which type of tournées potatoes you're gonna make. Pomme cocotte, which is the small size, you're gonna buy small caliber. Steam or pomme vapeur, you're gonna buy the medium caliber potatoes. And if you make the pomme château like this one, you're gonna buy the semi-large size. So technically speaking, let's have a look. A pomme château should be around 3 inches in length. If you look at this, this is roughly 3.5, a bit more than 3.5 inch, which is actually very good because using my knife, I'm just gonna have to cut a bit of the top, a bit of the bottom, and I'm gonna get already the perfect length for my pomme château. Today, we're gonna be using a paring knife. If you haven't seen one before, this is a paring knife. It's the standard knife you really need in the kitchen, and I've put in the video description a few paring knives of very good quality if you want to get some. So first of all, usually when you hold a paring knife, you hold it this way, just the whole handle in your hand, and you're gonna hold it firmly like this, and you're gonna be cutting, chopping, do whatever you want with the knife. When you're gonna turn potatoes or tourner potatoes, you're gonna be working only with the end of the blade, which is that bit here. You're gonna be like a wood carver. You want precision, you want control. In order to achieve that, you have to change the stance of holding your knife. You don't hold it like that. You're gonna basically pull your knife down in your hand until the blade comes at that point, and you can hold with your thumb the tip of your knife. So you don't even see the knife. You're going to be working only with that bit here, and this is how we're going to be holding the potato and start the carving. So you get a very, very good grip and very good control. Okay, that's the first step. Okay, so let's turn that potato into a pomme château. The first thing we need to know is what is tourné potato. Is basically taking that potato and try to give it a shape of an olive, which is a bit like this, an oval shape or like a football. Okay. Now the first step number one, you take your knife using the tip and you're gonna cut a little bit of the top, as we've been measuring before. We don't need to remove too much, and a bit of the bottom just to have a flat surface to work with. That's what you want. Okay. This is what you get. Step number one. Reason for that. You can hold your potatoes much easier. That's why you do this. Okay, so this is step number one. Step number two, you're gonna use your knife and we're gonna put the thumb here, the blade at the top, and we're gonna curve like this. We're gonna carve down into that oval shape and turn, carve, and then turn a potato and cut, and cut, and cut, okay? And you can just follow these phases. I'm not an expert, don't worry. So first off, you start easy, making a small cut, just like your first one, and then from there, you continue. Second cut, a third cut, fourth, and 5, 6, 7, you see, up, and even another one, and you can go back. Ideally, you want to have 7 faces. This is what you get. This is a tourne potatoes already. You don't have to be a master. Look at this. It's nice. It's got that nice shape. It's got the right caliber. This is what you want. Nothing complicated. It stands. If you don't think it's perfect, you can even go back and readjust, bits and bobs to make it really nice, but practice makes perfect, and honestly, this is good enough when you start. This is a tourne potato. This is a pomme chateau, right size, right caliber. When it's done, you reserve it in water and you go to the next one. That's all you have to do. And that's it for the day, guys. I hope this video was useful for you. If you like the content, please share, comment and support the channel, and I see you next time on my next video. Bye bye.